So, hello, today I'm going to do a review on this, the Doctor Who magazine issue at 434, so the first issue in 2000, it's UK £4.50, and then US dollars $8, which is obviously $9 altogether. So it says, Hugh Bonneville, the star of The Curse of the Black Spot, interviewed, win Aught on DVD box set, like Doctor DW Who magazine, or Doctor Who magazine, Doctor DW magazine, whatever, like free massive poster, like new episode. It has the last of the Time Lords finally met his match. Like, meet the Doctor's wife. Like, Neil Gaiman reveals some clues about his amazing story. New episode previews exclusive new photos inside. So, like, here's the front. Like, spine. Like Doctor DW Who magazine for 434. Like, the Curse of the Black Spot, the Doctor's wife. Like, the Rebel Flesh and the Almost People. Like, Hugh Bonneville, Neil Gaiman, the Girl in the Fireplace. Like, Forever Dream Part 2. It says, like, come here, you scrumptious little beauty. Yeah, that's what the Doctor says, that Time Lord Psychic container. It's like, come here, you scrumptious little beauty. And you got, like, character building Doctor Who micro figure series 1 on the back. It's really cool. So, like, daily prize draw inside, that's it. Or online, collectible, constructible, compatible character building. So, Doctor Who series 1 micro figures. Build your own adventures. And it says, obviously, at the website, let's get free downloads or great prize. And then, like, 10 figures to collect, plus 5 super rare figures, or plus these super rare figures, like character online, character.com. So that's it. So let's open this, shall we? So first of all, we've got official movie special, like Marvel Studios Thor, like Thor, like inside movie comic strip prequel, mega movie poster. That's really cool. So it's like a thing about Thor, like about the Thor movie that came out in 2011. And now you got Pull to Open to 16, obviously a thing about Tom Spilsbury there. So there were a few hundred people at the harbour, but it was like being one of the Beatles. Like, it has Dido in 434 there, I know it does. Like, letter from the editor, and there's more stuff. And then, like, Stephen Moffat in Doctor Who's Commander-Chief for exclusive DWM, so production notes from Stephen Moffat. This month, Stephen sits on an airport runway and ponders the difference between keeping secrets. So, stories are better if you don't know what's coming, more real, moments you remember. Obviously, all the latest in the Doctor Who corner of the universe is like Gallifrey, DW, Guardian. So, brave old Rory confronts the terrible Simon in an episode from the new series. So, the Cybermen are back later this year, like in A Good Man Goes to War. So, Dorian begged the writers to bring him back to he was blue in the face. So, this issue, like Crotons on DVD, more lost stories, and Troughton's Fury, like David Troughton, of course, like 6 in the new regular time slot for Doctor Who. And then now you've got the final countdown begins, the DVD range, and more stuff there, I think. So, the final countdown, like Zygons for 2012, and then like Victoria joins the Sixth Doctor and Perry on audio. So, Nicola Bryant, Colin Baker, and Deborah Watling or Deborah Waitley prepare for the meltdown. And now you've got like Time Out covers, like magazines, and look, like Doctor Who Adventures. So it looks like issue like 216 and 217 are out now of Doctor Who Adventures, like 216 and 217. Yeah, so I discovered the world of Sarah Jane Smith, special Doctor Who magazine special edition, like the Sarah Jane Companion Volume 2. So it's like the official series guide on I think series 3 and 4 pretty much. Available from W.H. Smith and All Good News, Ain't price £607. So now you've got like Beyond the TARDIS. So Dominic May tells what the great and good of the Doctor Who have been doing away from the series. So comic relief Doctor John Broadbent as Master, John Sim for a son of in exile. Okay, like Georgia Moffat, White Van Woman. That's it. Okay, and then the Return Regeneration. The critically acclaimed Regenerations convention returned to Village Hall, Swansea, 17th to 18th of September 2011. So it had Sylvester McCoy, Fraser Hines, David Warner, like Sophie Aldred or Aldred, and then Wendy Padbury. And now you've got, look at the Sontaran there, it looks so derpy, the derpiest Sontaran ever. So, classic Doctor's brand new adventures. So you got Doctor Who, the Sontaran's return, Turlo confronts his past, intelligent rats threaten the world. Brand new miniseries for the 5th Doctor, Tegan, Turlo, and Nyssa. Like Heroes of Sontar, Kiss of Death, Rat Trap, like Big Finish, and that's more stuff. Look at those. And now you've got like Galaxy Forum, so they're like the previous issue, the 4 different covers, like titillating trailers or titillating trailers, rave reviews, the half-human controversy, and the mind of Moffat is your letters. So DW texting message us from your mobile. So started that's Scott McGregor, I think, of course, like Detective Brennan Scott McGregor, and it got Doctor Who Are by Baxter. So look behind you. What's that? Why do you just scream at it then? I have no idea. Where's my sandwich gone? There. It's like they're actually wearing their clothes behind them, of course. And the side's got a sandwich. Snake Dance, the best story ever. We've reckoned last issue. Really. So ask DWM, puzzled, confused, quizzled, and send us not any poses for your other answers. That's it. And now you've got Galaxy Forum again. So you've got Who Tube here. So like from Rose, like Fatality's every Rose, like Doctor Who, every single death, and then Doctor Who meets Family Guy in Doctor Stu. A whole bunch of doctors like search for Doctor Stu 2 or Stu 2. That's it. And then as part of 2010 publicity campaign to promote the 11th hour, like Chris, Karen Gillan search up for that, and then clips from the Doctor episode missing abroad. That's it. It's a search up for best Who sprites, and then Australian comedy show that. So search for Chase's Doctor Who song, and that's it. So on this month 5 years ago, it's May 2006, and DWM 306 celebrates the return of Sarah Jane Smith and K9. And now you've got like Fiction Express, new, You Vote, We Write, You Control the Plot. It was about 6th of May to spread the word. That's really cool. And now you've got previews for Series 6 now. So you've got the like the Curse of the Black Spot preview on Saturday the 7th of May 2011. So on BBC One HD. So the Doctor might be dead, well, at some point in the future anyway, but there's still more adventures to have. First stop, the high seas. Like Doctor Who Series 2 Episode 3, more like Series 6, was like broadcast the 7th of May 2011. So while I was searching around for a monster, I remember the legend of Mermaid Xena or Xena, that's it. And now you've got the Doctor's wife, like Saturday the 14th of May 2011. So the Doctor's what? We've made a promise to Steve Moffat and Neil Gaiman not to give anything away, but let the spectacular speculation begin. That's it. So it was on BBC One HD on that day. When the Doctor meets her, Idris has gone mad, hence the biting. And Doctor Who Series 2 Episode 4, like Saturday the 14th of May 2011. And then, the Rebel Flesh and the Almost People, like BBC One HD on Saturday the 21st and 28th of May 2011. So the Doctor, Amy and Roy arrive at the doors of a medieval monastery, or is it more of an acid house? And then, can you trust someone who is an exact identical copy of your friend? I don't know. Like Series 2 Episodes 5 and 6, I know. And now you've got Astronaut America or Astral America, DW on location. So there's a sense that we're journeying somewhere, seeing the landscape of climate change. It's fabulous. Alex Kingston. And then we're miles away from anywhere, thousands of miles from Cardiff. A murderous astronaut lumbers out of the lake. It can only mean one thing. Doctor Who has arrived in the USA. Toby Haynes directs the 11th Doctor arrival in America. Yeah. And then we should get plate shots and an episode about dinosaurs, Matt Smith. Well, they did the next year, of course. It turned out it wasn't ideal weather for a picnic after all. And then obviously that's it. So you got Matt Smith there. Like I think that's the date of filming. I think Thursday, 18th of November 2010. So I'm in so much pain today. Right now, I can't walk properly. I look like a weirdo. Like Amy and Canton take a breather between runs. That's it. 'Cause it's so hot. Karen Gillan, and more stuff there. Like, oh no, wow, they can't do that. On Friday the 19th of November 2010. So, like, picture up, Matt Smith prepares for his death scene. So, it's been a really tough shot, but the American crew are lovely and they're really confident people. Toby Haynes, like so Alex Kingston, she's got secrets, like fan love, and then the Incredible Hulk, the complete animated collection on DVD, 7 DVD set in stores now. Well, no, it's not. I don't think. So you have Fear. So this issue, Series 5, 1960 to 1968. So Doctor Who's 5th series employed a winning format, big, bold ideas, and many and very scary monsters, like myth makers. So you got memorable moments from our lives are different to anybody else's. So, like during the Simon episode 3, I thought I might return the compliment that Enemy of the World night episode 6. Like here he hasn't got old, like the Web of Fear episode 2, and then like neat, isn't it? All done by Soundwaves. Like neat, isn't it? Like Fury from the Deep episode 1. Like, in its first appearance, the Doctor's sonic screwdriver is used for unscrewing the apps of the medical scans. Mending babbled white and opening bottles came later. So Barry Letts directing the impressive helicopter chase and Enemy of the World. Like star performance like Fraser Hines. So especially filmed trailer for the Web of Fear acknowledges something that's quite new. The Doctor is the best when it's scary. Like, and now you got a comic strip called Forever Dreaming Part 2. Like Forever Dreaming Part 2, so that's really cool. Like, so it's like a comic strip. Like comic strip going on there, that's really cool. Like, so yes, he's like, yes. What's he saying yes about? The monsters, of course. It's very cartoony. So next it's called Apophologis, or whatever that is. And then it says the time team to this issue is episode 701, World War 3. So Salt and Vinegar. So the time team's in a pickle as they marshal their forces for a second helping of Slovene. Okay. So Raxacoricophalopatorius, what a fun name. Very Douglas Adams. Chris says that, really. Really very Douglas Adams. So the DWM interview in Gaiman's terms. So as a writer, you come to the set and poke around. I've got to go and hang out with the Daleks. So yeah, there's Matt Smith on set of Neil Gaiman and Trudy the Doctor's wife. Like 2 of Neil Gaiman's creations on Who on Earth What Else is this pair. So it's your uncle and auntie. So there hasn't been a TARDIS corridor in the new era, and now we have an infinite corridor. That's really cool. So all these corridors look the same, and a labyrinth of TARDIS tunnels. So Neil Gaiman's 1996 fantasy series, Neverwhere. And then you've got like Neil Gaiman with his happy couple, like Idris Jones and the Doctor, Matt Smith. So what could Rory and the Doctor be looking at? I don't know. They never showed that of his nephew, Eddie Ood. So they never actually probably showed that on the telly, I don't think. So Rory, not trapped in a zero, but he still has problems to face the Doctor's wife. What even is that? It's like on-set photos, I think. So there are people around the world who have started watching Doctor Who since I've been saying that I'm writing an episode. I love that. So the TARDIS arrives on a planet of junk. And now you got Doctor Who gear.co.uk, so it's like different Doctor Who gear. So doorposters, Dalek and 11th DR or 11th Doctor, A-Type 2 3D poster, or posters. And then you got Cracking Time poster. And then stunning photographic prints. Photographic prints, that's really nice. Charlie shaped pencil case, notebook, clip-on booklight, puzzle ball, Evacuation Earth DVD game, Wii game, Return of Wii game, Mini Sonic Drive torch, and then character and Doctor Who, a skateboard, and DVD. So I was just like a mug. There's a lot of merchandise here. It looks like okay. Swanbourne, Buckinghamshire. It was in MK17. And then Avery's Gold, so Yo Ho Ho, Hugh Bonneville representing touring a hat and bushy beard, tells Dido Emmett the Curse of the Black Spot. It's a roistering adventure, but with serious comedy stuff, but I think ring true for grown-ups as well as kids. There's like different interviews there, I think. And a new crew needed, again, which is a different thing. So, and now you got the fact of fiction of the girl in the fireplace, like 6th of May 2006. That's obviously really cool. Really cool reviews. Ooh. And now you got Who One Limited with different merchandise there, like obviously like different toys and mugs and t-shirts, DVDs. But so is history better than sci-fi twist or early days for historical stories? I don't even know, maybe. And then like the D-Day review of The Impossible Astronaut and Day of the Moon. That's really cool. Just more as Galaxy 4 official merchandise suppliers there. Doctor Who Insider issue number 2, like inside a magazine and more stuff. And Planet the Spiders review, I think, and more stuff. Like Spearhead from Space and Terror of the Autons. Like coming soon, that's really cool. Coming soon, win all this. Subscribe to Doctor Who Magazine crossword. Next issue, Spoiler Sweeties, up out to there. So it'll be available from the 2nd of June 2011, WH435. So make sure you go ahead, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye. Hope you guys enjoyed this video.